At the quantum level, solid matter dissolves everything, is actually made of pulsing waves of energy. Quantum field theory suggests that every single particle is actually a localized vibration of an infinite invisible ocean. It helps scientists understand how those particles, like atoms and electrons, interact with each other. Picture fields like invisible blankets that stretch across the universe. Each type of particle, like electrons or quarks, has its own field. Quantum field theory is the behavior of particles as waves, like the wiggles you see when you throw a stone on a still water surface, that can be described using mathematical functions called fields. These fields are associated with any type of particle and can be thought of as a sea of particles that is constantly fluctuating and interacting. The behavior of particles is in probability. We can't know exactly where a particle will be at a given moment, but we can predict the probability of finding it in a particular location. There is the dual nature of particles, which can behave like waves or particles depending on how they are observed. When your energy no longer resonates with an old environment, it naturally forces you out through gradual, small changes that increases. You will think back to them and to how much you have progressed. The past will be the past, and things are uncomfortable, but your rebirth begins. This is for people whose high vibration doesn't let them return to the old frequency because they carry inner courage to move towards the new starting point. You have very strong energy. Everything in you is shifting. The electromagnetic field of your heart is expanding. Your intuition is increasing a lot, and so on. These are all leading to a new timeline. You are ready because this is quantum transformation. Don't look at what you're going through as a crisis, but you're moving out of an old reality. You feel uncertain, but you won't give up, as if you've grown. Who you are on the inside rises while your external environment remains quiet. You don't belong to the past, and you have no interest in it. You don't resonate with the things you used to do that made you happy. Your energy has shifted. You're not into the same conversations as before, as they drain you and you feel bored. The people you once were around are no longer your people, and they are like strangers. When your soul raises its frequency, disorder occurs. Then unity, peace, and understanding comes. The disorder is confusion. You don't know if to move on or think carefully about a decision. You can't see clearly what to do. You are guided by intuition more than logic. You will also feel anxious and uneasy not knowing why. You know something will happen unexpectedly, but you don't know what it is. Time will, time will either slow down or seem faster because you're easing out of your old timeline, but not fully into the new timeline yet. You're just separating from an old identity. Every ego built on old patterns will resist changes because the ego fears loss of control. When you're more sensitive, more emotional, more confused or unsettled, the old justifications are decreasing and your authentic self is emerging. You are reconnecting with who you really are that was buried under expectations, roles, and responsibilities for years. Also, you are irritated with anything false. You are uncomfortable with empty connections and impatient with empty conversations. You don't like heavy environments that oppress you or cause grief and conflict. This is energetic refinement. You move into higher forms of spiritual growth, such as prayer and meditation. You will feel drained with someone you used to be around with, and all environments tell you that you don't belong there. You release what no longer fits inside your new energetic field. You also feel the need to change things, but don't know what. You may want to clean your house, organize your work at your job, and so on. This is consciousness flowing when energy moves. You want to create physical space as a reflection of the inner space being opened. If you want to remove old items, this removes the old tie connection, connecting you to your former self. You are not leaving your life, you're leaving the smaller version of yourself. Every imbalance you feel is proof that you're in the real beginning of transformation. Once your energy is grown, you can't survive in old patterns. You separate from what no longer matches you. You are finally seeing yourself, and every strange sign you see is calling you back to your true frequency. The body always knows long before the mind. It senses frequency changes. It adjusts, warns, and carries the weight before you consciously step out of your old timeline. If you have insomnia or trouble going to sleep, or you are very emotional, then your body is restructuring itself. When your energy changes, your nervous system must learn to transit differently. You may feel pressure in your chest, but it's your electromagnetic heart expanding its operating capacity as you raise your frequency. Your stomach will become more sensitive and more reactive. It's just your body responding to old emotional patterns, rising to be released. You will also have emotionally charged memories. Your body stores memories as energy. When you increase your frequency, low frequency memories increase so that they can leave your system. This is deep self healing. You also have heightened sensitivity. You feel people's emotions more clearly. Your body is being tuned to a new version so that you can be true to what you have always been. You are no longer easily provoked and pulled into meaningless conflicts. You choose what events you field. You have mastered your energy. You become more refined, more honest, and more awake. You choose you choose what aligns and you turn slightly toward your future self. Once consistent, you will have left behind your old version.